Hi everybody and welcome to Paper Wishes Vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig and today I've got two new Artful card kits from hot off the press. This is Cutesy Christmas and Christmas Sparkle. And if you're not familiar with Artful card kits, they're great if you are new to card making or you like to travel and card make. They're sort of kits that you can just take and grab and then add few pieces to and expand on that and just have a lot of fun with. So let me take you through each one of these. This one is a Christmas Sparkle and it has got 35 die cuts with it and 6 double-sided papers. Here we go. Here are all these beautiful papers. Let me pull these out. So you can see, beautiful and sparkly. This one's got a beautiful deer on it. Got a wonderful newsprint. Oops. And this green, great borders, beautiful sparkly glitter. This is one's my favorite. This really blushy pink color and the green glitter on the back. All right. And then for these wonderful 35 different die cuts. These are wonderful and they just punch right out, okay? They're just hanging on this with the little tabs. I'm going to show you some cards that look great together. This one is Cutesy Christmas. This one has 35 die cuts, 11 cutouts, and 6 double-sided papers. All right, so for these papers, very cute, very whimsical, beautiful red and blue, these multicolored dots. I love the borders, beautiful borders. Oh, there we go. Then for the cutouts, these are cutouts that we cut down from our 12 by 12. So you still get 11 full-size ones right here, and then a couple of partial ones too, which you could still use these two, I think, down here if you just cut them down. Beautiful stripe on the back if you don't want to use the cutouts. And here is another beautiful vertical stripe as well. I like to cut this one up and use it for borders. And then it's got beautiful 35 die cutouts, punch outs rather. All right, so let me show you these cards and what we did with them here. So for this one is from the Cutesy Christmas Artful card kit. And for this, I just added a few things like beautiful ribbon and some Jewel Dazzle stickers. Here we go. These are teal Jewel Dazzle stickers, and I just used my little knife. It's my little retractable X-Acto knife that I've misplaced here. Up here we go. There, I found it. And these are great for just lifting these little dots off and just putting them exactly where you want them. They just add a little bit of sparkle to this card. I also like to layer the pieces with foam tape that gives them some little bit of lift. You can see right here. And we have this great collection, you guys. These are small 3D foam pads from Crafter's Companion. You get 20 sheets in here of little pre-cut square foam pads. These are adorable. Just a couple of these is all you need to go behind the die cuts if you want them to have that little bit of a lift like I did here. There's another one also. Did a little bit of a lift right here. Same color of those teal Jewel Dazzle stickers, but I also added not the teal ones, Lene. I used the red ones on this one. These are the border Jewel Dazzles, and I just put some right on each side there, and then just a cute little red bow. And then this one, I kind of tried to make it a little more elegant, get away from the cutesy on this particular pack, and I want to show you that you can do that with this look. We add things like flowers on this, and for this pack, boy, you guys, if you could see this whole pile of stuff I have here. This particular one is Cloud, and these are Country Blooms from 49 and Market. Just put a little cluster of them right here. And then I also used the coordinating chipboard that we have. This is the Cutesy Christmas chipboard, and just used one of the snowflakes here. And I just colored the inside of the snowflake. I evacuated it from this circle, and I just dabbed a little navy blue ink on that and then just glued it back on there a little bit offset. Put one of those cute little teal Jewel Dazzle stickers right in the center. And then I took the center out of another one here and then just added that right down here on that little cluster. So once again, added a little bit of foam tape for these frames. This one I just like to take the scraps from the paper. When you get down to the end, you're going to have lots of little strips. So for this one, I took a strip of that wonderful craft paper color snowflake paper, and I put a strip at the top and the bottom, and then I had another strip of this dot paper, and I just put that across the center, and then just turned it over and used my scissors to trim around the card. And then you've got these great little die cut pieces right there. Used a little bit of foam tape, used those red jewel border dazzles here and here, used those teal little jewel dazzles here, and then a cute little red bow. So really comes together quickly for cards. All right, so let's see, for Christmas Sparkle. For this card, I use that beautiful green. The fold is at the top here of this card. I also like to just take a little bit of a black ink pad and go between my pieces of paper, and it just adds a nice little difference, defines that paper edge, which I think is great. Then you don't have to do as much matting with solid colored paper. And then I just did a little strip here of this, once again using those little extra scraps of paper I have. Had a little scrap of this green glitter paper, and I just cut a little notch in the bottom of it. And then this is one of the borders. Here we go. That came. Here we go. This little tag piece right here. This already had that notch in it, so that inspired me to use one out of the paper, and I just glued that right there and cut them even with the top. And then in the center of these poinsettias, right there, you can see, I used some little sparklets. Here we go. I knew I had that somewhere. This is Winter Wishes sparklets, and I just glued one right there. And as for the flowers, I love these cute little flowers. They're just a perfect color match. There we go. Here we are. So I think they're kind of a mauve-y shade, but they're actually called Scarlet. And they worked really well with those poinsettias. Okay, so here's another one. For this one, I also used the Christmas Sparkle chipboard. So as you can see here, I used the poinsettia, and I just glued to the back of that some of the pink glitter paper, and then just used my little tiny scissors from Crafter's Companion, and I just went around and trimmed it even with that edge. Put a couple of little sparklets right there, and then layered the frames. So you can see there's a frame here. I used that for the base. Then I used another one right here, this piece I put right here. Then I foam taped this greeting, which is right there. I foam taped that there, put my poinsettia there, added my little sparklets, and then I just added a little piece of pink ribbon, another one of those adorable little scarlet flowers right there, and this card was done. You know what? I forgot to show you. This was just sitting in my pile. This is from the Cutesy Christmas one, of course, and this is using the 3-inch circles chipboard, and this is the Scalloped chipboard. They make great ornaments. They're from hot off the press. And so for this one, I also just used these cute little extra pieces that were kind of small for a card, and I layered those with foam tape, just added a little bit of ribbon there, and then on the back, I just inked the back of this chipboard piece with a red ink pad. And then I put a little scrap paper there and another one of these small little pieces. And then I just added these number jewel dazzle stickers and put 2020 on it. And one of my coworkers said, maybe we should just skip ahead to 2021 because maybe we don't want to remember 2020 so well because it's been such a crazy year for us. But I went ahead and marked the year with 2020. And then I also did one using the sparkle. There we go. So for this one, a little softer, used my little scraps of paper on that. And I wanted to show you when I glue things here, this one, I just took the scallop one. And we do have scalloped circle dazzles. The one that is supposed to fit on this one is just a tiny bit big. So you could go ahead and use that and just use a little emery board to sand it down a little bit, or you can just cut it out with scissors. And I wanted to show you it does not take long at all to cut this out. So I've just glued it using the Specialist acrylic glue from Cosmic Shimmer, and then just using my little scissors. I'm not even being particularly careful with this, because what I like to do is when I'm all done cutting, I like to take an emery board or a sanding block and just sand down my edges of all the pieces. This is the straight edge circle and the scallop circle. And I like to do that because then it just gives it a perfect fit, and it also provides a little bit of a difference in that paper, the two papers. It's almost like a sanded edge is a matted edge, and it gives you a little bit of definition there. So that side piece, and I'm just going to take my emery board or your sanding block or your fine grain sandpaper, and you're just doing that. All right, so you see you're getting that defined edge, okay, and it fits perfectly then. So it goes really fast. So for this one, as I said, I did the two different colors of paper on them, used one of my little one of my little die cut pieces from Christmas Sparkle, and then I added some cute little pixie petals. Those are ballet pink. And then I also used just one of the other little small ones, put a little piece of foam tape, and then added some little gold ribbon there, and a little pink grosgrain ribbon to hang it. Very cute. Okay. So for this card, once again, I used the chipboard pieces right here, used this great big beautiful stag, and I actually just turned him the other direction because I wanted him to face the other way, and then I just used gold ink pad on the surface of that, and I used this Midas by Spectrum Noir metallic ink, and I think that he turned out great. Once again, I did ink the edges between the different papers just to define those edges. Used another one of these cute little flowers from Scarlet set, and a couple of these cute little Winter Wishes sparklets too. They have these little stars in them, which are adorable. And for the last card I did, okay, so this one is a Z-fold card. These are really popular online right now. I wanted to show you how to make these really quickly using this kit. So I started off with a 5-inch wide by 6.5-inch wide card. Then the top part of the card, I just turned that over right there and creased that to make that Z fold. Okay, so now we've got a card that's got that Z fold going on it. And then I took one of the punch outs. Here's the border punch out. Could not be any easier, you guys. So took this border punch out, and the first thing you do is you're going to fold it in half. Like that. And then you're going to take this side, which is the right side of your border, and you're going to fold that in half. So I should mention, first you're making a mountain fold, so it looks like a little bit of a mountain. Now you're going to be folding this side into a valley fold. Okay, so when you're all done, it's going to look like that. Right? And then you're just going to glue right there, and you're going to glue this part right here. Okay, so I'm going to actually take my glue. I like to glue this part first. Go. Just want to put it right along the bottom there. We're going to have a little bit extra border that we can trim off. Make sure I got it straight. All right. It works just like that. And then what I would do is just take this, trim that off. The other side here, trim that off. There we go. And then what I did was, that's at this point, I added these frames. Okay, so here's a punch out frame, and here's another one. I just put a little bit of foam tape just on this side. So anything else that you're going to put in here, like this little guy, is got to hide behind this circle. Ribbon, some more of these beautiful scarlet flowers, another little ballet pink pixie petal, some more of these little scarlet, rather, some more of these little Winter Wishes sparklets right there. And it's just a really easy, beautiful card. All right, you guys, so we've got a great money saver for you featuring all of these beautiful elements. So you might want to definitely check that out. And if you're watching us on our vlog page, then you will want to look to the right and you'll see a photo of the money saver and click on that. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then look below the description, into the description box below the video, and you'll see a link to the money saver as well as a link to paperwishes.com, where you can find lots more videos and fun things to play with. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.